Hey there, once again, it's me, Jian, Lasala, and welcome to another episode of Pageant Talks. And I'm so happy because today, finally, we are doing this. So, my good friend is also Miss Earth 2014. So, let us welcome Jamie Herrell. Hey,
Hi,
Jamie.
Jian.
So, Jamie and I go a long way back, and so funny because before I met her, her sister Crystal is my classmate in college. And I never knew Jamie was her sister until she became Miss Earth. So, Jamie, how are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing really good. How about you?
I'm doing great. So, what have you been up to right now, Jamie? I mean, it's been how many years after you being crowned Miss Earth? Almost 7 years now, right? Or 8 years?
Wow. Why do I feel old?
No, you're not old. You're
I'm not even old. In fact,
I know.
on the pageant side, I'm old.
and people are still rooting for you up until this day, being remember we've talked about it, if you're going to be joining another pageant, and you said, what was your response?
What was my response again?
You said, okay, we're just going to keep them hanging with that. So anyway, Jamie, again, thank you so much for gracing my vlog, my very tiny vlog. And it's really such an honor to have a friend like you, Miss Earth, and we're really, really good friends. So, Jamie, we're going to talk about a little bit of your Miss Earth experience. And Miss Earth Philippines is coming up. And Jamie will definitely share to us how to become a Miss Earth queen. Not a contestant, but a queen. So, Jamie, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready. I'm not so sure if my hair is ready, but ako mismo, I'm ready.
No, you're always fine. No, Jamie is very beautiful in person. You have to meet her, guys. So anyway, question number one, Jamie. How was it like winning the Miss Earth title? And did you expect to win at all?
I actually didn't exactly expect to win. I knew that I know that way back when I was competing, I was putting 100% or even 200% of like my efforts to really representing the country well.
Mm-hmm.
But in my batch, I can honestly say the girls were so strong. A lot of them were so beautiful. And as we all know, I'm not really the tallest contestant to ever join pageantry. I'm like, oh God, what am I gonna do here? What am I doing here? But so yeah, the time when they called me as the Miss Earth winner, number one, I was dehydrated, so that's why you don't see tears coming out, even if I'm trying to cry.
Yeah.
So dehydrated from all of the lights on stage. But yeah, I was just in shock. I feel like as I recall, I was about to pass out of the state of shock. And I was really happy, like to see all of my hard work, become a success and really bring home the crown of Miss Earth after like how many years? Like we won our first crown in 2008, and since then we didn't win until 2014, and then so on and so forth with Angeli and Karen. So I just felt really great to bring pride back home to our country. So yeah.
Yeah, and how does it feel when you sort of like open the door again? Because ever since after you, our run at Miss Earth has been so successful, and you sort of like raised the bar on what it means to be like the standard of a Miss Earth queen. Like you were very articulate, you were beautiful, you were like the face of Miss Earth. So how does it feel like, having the kind of, you raised the standard? How does it feel? What does it mean to you?
I mean, it felt really good, but at the end of the day, I just see myself as a normal person, and I never got it into my head wherein I feel superior amongst other people, because at the end of the day, we all get buried 6 feet under the ground. So we all have to meet our maker, and so I always felt like just being true to myself, and it was really great though, because I know like we haven't won since 2008, but we have also a good run even before my win. Like I know after Carla, Sandra got Miss Earth Air, which is like
Yeah.
really close to winning Miss Earth, and also Stephanie Stefanowitz, and we've been winning a lot of like these elemental crowns, which for me, I would have even been happy. Like, of course, I'm really happy to have won Miss Earth, but even if I just got an elemental crown, I would have been, grateful for that. So yeah, I honestly think like I don't like even if you say like I raised the bar, I don't exactly see myself as raising the bar. I just see myself as a person that works hard and just tries to be real with people.
That is amazing. Yeah, because like, for everyone's information, Jamie, after winning, remains humble. And Jamie, remember the first time we met? I never even knew you.
Yeah.
So funny.
You were like, wait, Herrell, do you know Crystal, my sister?
Like, yeah.
Yeah, she's my sister. And you're like, oh my God, I went to school with her. And then clicked right then and there.
And I was even second guessing in my head if you're really Miss Earth until Mommy Kim Gan, right, was saying, oh, she's Jamie, she's Miss Earth. And I was like, wow, you were so beautiful. I was mesmerized. And until I got to know you, you're really a person with a very pure heart. And we went to trips together. We went to South Cotabato. I think that was the last trip that we went together. Yeah. And it was just a very, very fun time. And if you get to know Jamie, she never really carried that sort of attitude that, hey, I'm a queen. But the way you know her, she's actually just like, any other girl. Just so happens that she's Miss Earth. And I'm so proud of you, Jamie. You remained you remained grounded, and kudos to your mom. To hi, Tita Snowy. You raised Jamie so well, and she's a very nice human being. So, Jamie, second question: how was your life after winning the Miss Earth crown? Because like after you winning Miss Earth crown, you remain the same to me, into my heart. You're just, you remain like a sister to me. So how was it like for you, like being catapulted into that position?
Well, it was pretty good. Like during Miss Earth, I got to, go around and meet different people from different walks of life. I got to like travel and experience the world. It was the first time I've traveled to Europe when I won Miss Earth. Yeah. But after my reign, I feel like I've learned so much. So a lot of people, they always tell like mention during interviews that they do all of these activities and promote their advocacies. But one thing that I've learned joining the beauty pageant is that when you win, the learning experience still goes on. Yeah. So during my whole reign, I feel like I learned more than what I shelled out, like to help the community. And I don't know if that's really a great thing to say, but I feel really grateful for the experience. And because of that, after my reign, I was able to use all of my knowledge to start my businesses way back. I closed them during the pandemic, just to be honest here. Because of course, you want to also like be smart about the decisions you make, right? Even though you worked on something for many years of your life and you feel like you really want to hold on to it, you have to also know how to let go of these things. But during my after my reign in Miss Earth, it has taught me so much, and how to build my business and how to like communicate with people, how to be with people, and all of these things. So it's been pretty good. Like after Miss Earth, like I still got to travel a lot. So.
I know. And I just really would like to say this to you, that you mentioned earlier that you've put it out less and you've been receiving more. And I feel like God has been really blessing you, Jamie. And even the first time we met, I really felt that you were walking in the Lord's favor, and you've been getting projects left and right. And you had this big business, and I'm so sorry it closed down, but you made a right decision. I know that the Lord will give you another door. He will open another door for you to start over. And smart move, actually, because like, a lot of people right now are just really, taking it slow. And I feel like you can actually take it slow right now and catch up with yourself. You've been like Diba? You've been very, very active, and you've been like, you're an epitome of woman empowerment because like you've been into events left and right, and you've been, you're a Miss Earth favorite. You're hosting, you're acting, and you've dipped your hands to a lot of things. So I feel like there will be more for you after this pandemic. So yeah, and I'm so curious, and a lot of us are. Why did you choose to compete at the Miss Earth Philippines pageant and not at any other national pageant? Or did you consider if you didn't win that pageant, did you consider joining another pageant afterwards?
I mean, I'm not gonna say it never crossed my mind,
Yeah.
like to probably join another pageant. But the reason why I joined Miss Philippines Earth and Miss Earth is because I saw it was an advocacy-driven pageant.
Okay.
I think it's one of the few pageants that started way back, and from the beginning, they already knew what the whole cause that they wanted to promote is all about.
Yeah.
And that's a really beautiful thing is to know that although like because you know me, I'm not really a girly girl.
Yeah.
I don't really wear like fancy outfits or always wear heels wherever I go. Like I love my shoes, I love my pants, I love my big white t-shirts.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't even wear makeup at all, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not the usual girl that would join pageants, but I saw like in Miss Earth, it was more than just the glitz and the glamour, the heels, the makeup, the designer clothes. It was something big and something that was also like it was just really technically the big picture to like help the community to really promote environmental awareness or to give environmental awareness to the people and to really take action. So that's actually the reason why I joined Miss Philippines Earth and Miss Earth amongst all pageants. But like what I said, like at the end of the day, all pageants are a platform for you to like speak up for the voiceless.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
no matter what pageant you join, you could always do something about any cause that you want to promote
Yeah.
on that platform. So yeah.
Yeah. And then so what do you think that you did that made you win the Miss Earth crown? And before you answer that, I'm just really a personal witness to Jamie. She's really not the beauty queen material. Like she's not like the pageant patty girl. Cause like, and I think that's the reason why you won Miss Earth. Cause like you are really an outdoorsy person.
You see me always in the mountain, the
I know you're always on the go.
workout gear.
And even during the pandemic, like I saw your post and you're close to the beach. And even before that, you're like, it's so hard to catch up on you. Like you're just everywhere. Like the good kind of everywhere. Like if you're not here, you're in Cebu and you're with your friends traveling abroad or you're in the States. And yeah, so okay, answer the question. What do you think you've done to win the Miss Earth crown? Aside from giving your 101%.
Okay, I was gonna say it was how much or how hard I worked. So you took that out of me. I could honestly say that I'm just real.
Yeah.
I feel is the most important thing, and you just have to be relatable to people. And actually, I'm not exactly that relatable to a lot of people, but I guess I was relatable enough for people to like get me. And I feel like sometimes in pageants it could be really difficult, and I'm not gonna filter it, and I always feel like in these interviews it's really a moment to really like shed light on things that happen in pageants or in anything. And you have to know when to put your foot down and not be a pushover. You need to know your self-worth. And you need to work hard and be real. I feel like those all together really reflect on who you are. And at the end of the day, if that's what the pageant is looking for, then you're gonna fit the glove perfectly. So like so I feel like that's what it is, because sometimes sometimes people, they don't want to speak up because they're afraid they might intimidate the person or hurt the person's feelings and such. But I feel like sometimes that could be like a problem. And so during Miss Philippines Earth and Miss Earth, every time when I had challenge. I wouldn't really say it's a situation or a problem because it's not really that big, but there's clarity that's needed to be
Yeah.
discussed, in a certain like challenge. So I would actually bring it up, and I wouldn't hesitate. Like, oh, will I get bad grade or a bad score if I talk like this, or oh, if I talk to like the judges in a certain way, are they gonna give me a low score because I'm against their thoughts or their beliefs? No, like just be real and really like converse, because communication is key to everything, whether it's joining pageants, whether it's your job, everything. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And one of the good qualities about you, Jamie, is that you're actually very professional.
Mhm.
And the way I know you, and I think you've shared this to me one time, that you're actually very strict with contracts, and like with your management, and the way you've dealt with work offers. Like, you just don't want, like what you said, you don't want to be abused, you don't want to be a pushover, so that's why you lay down your concerns. And actually, that's a very important thing to do, especially now in pageantry, that girls are just so afraid to lay down their cards. At least, I mean, there's always a way of getting the things that you want politely, especially that yeah, we're just one community, so there's always a way to work harmoniously. So okay, I know there's no such thing as perfection, but what do you think are the qualities that makes a perfect Miss Earth?
The perfect qualities of being a Miss Earth is being imperfect.
Okay, yeah.
That's the person real, being a bit crazy,
Mm-hmm.
to be adventurous or game to do anything, because you're gonna have to do some dirty work when you're Miss Earth. You have to go to like a mangrove site. You have to plant mangroves. You have to put on boots. You have to get down in that water and that soil and plant all of these trees.
Yeah.
You're gonna go to public schools. Some of them during hot days have no electric fan, no nothing. And then you're going there, and you have to really strive and have that drive for your cause to be a Miss Earth.
Right.
So I feel that's like really the perfect templa, or the perfect ingredients that you mix the recipe to really make a Miss Earth, or to be a Miss Earth. So yeah, it's just be a little bit nuts, and that's completely okay. Just but don't be nuts where you're not aware that you're nuts.
Okay, yeah. I know what you mean.
Know that you're a bit crazy, but that's okay. As long as you're self-aware, that's what's important.
And of course, do the job, not cause any harm to other people. So girls, take note. That's a very important quality: being real, being perfect, and just be professional about things, and being nuts. Okay, so Jamie, last question, and I will have another follow-up question later on. So, what do you think should a candidate have or do in order to win the Miss Earth title? Aside from being a part of a camp or doing all your pageant trainings, what do you think should a candidate do to win the Miss Earth title?
I think a candidate should know their strengths and weaknesses, so that they know what position they could be in the pageant.
Right.
Because sometimes we have a tendency to look at other people instead of ourselves, and reflect on ourselves, and we think like, oh, like this person is better than me, or oh, like I can't win because this girl is taller than me. Like, I feel like we should compete with ourselves and see how we can grow in pageants, rather than belittling all of our hard work because there's a girl that might be aesthetically more pretty than us.
Yeah.
Because I could say, like, in Miss Earth, like, I even before pageants, I never saw myself as the prettiest girl in the room ever, especially in high school. But one thing that I know is that if I want something, I try to see what I can do to get it. And the only way you can do that is if you're self-aware with yourself and your surroundings, how you interact with people. And this is, I feel, why women really love joining pageants. It's because not only that, they're competing and, they love dressing up and stuff, but it actually grooms you to be that type of person. So whatever you want to do in your life in the future, whether you want to get even in entertainment, which a lot of beauty queens go to, or get into a business or work for a firm, if you want to become a lawyer, pageants can also teach you a few things in life that you can also bring, to your work community. So I feel like that's what a candidate should be. And of course, like the usual, like in every pageants, like they have to be smart, like with their decisions, they have to be eloquent the way that they talk. But the reason why that I wanted to talk about self-awareness more than anything is because not a lot of people talk about that.
Yeah.
It's like, because people usually talk about, okay, they have to like dress up a certain way, they have to like communicate well, and all of these things, but everyone needs to be like that, whether they're in pageants or not.
Yeah.
But I feel like, that's one thing I really want to like talk to the candidates about, is just to be really self-aware.
Yeah.
And know your strengths, know your weaknesses, know how you can improve, know how you can challenge yourself to be a better person, because the work doesn't end when you're a candidate.
Yeah.
Your work will always continue in life.
Right.
So yeah,
and I feel like saying that pageants would always, like in any other endeavor, to teach you a lot of things. Just that pageants puts you in a very, it may be realistic, but it's an environment where you can actually be at the best of yourself. And I like what you said about being self-aware, because nothing could beat a person that knows himself or herself really well. And you become so confident in the fact that it is me, and you cannot compromise on anything, especially when you're put into an environment like that where there's an actual competition. So Jamie, wow, that was quick. So okay, this is just a very hypothetical question, and which I feel like would be turn into a reality soon. So if you were to choose another title, if you were given a chance to compete again, which international pageant do you like dream of competing? If you were given a chance to compete again.
And not Miss Earth?
And not Miss Earth. Aside from Miss Earth, yeah.
Wait, why did you say you think it'll come true or something? You mentioned something.
I feel like if you, of course, it's just a faith declaration. Okay, just hypothetical. Okay, if you're given a chance to compete again in an international competition, aside from, of course, after Miss Earth, if given a chance, what pageant would it be and why?
I think it would be Miss Universe.
Okay.
I think it would be Miss Universe simply because, of course, like, it has a lot of following. Let's just be honest here, it has a lot of following. And the more following you have, the more influence you have with people, which means you have a bigger platform to promote a cause. So I would do Miss Universe if I had like to choose another crown.
Yeah.
But and you know me very well, Jian. Like, it was never my dream to become a pageant queen. So like but yeah, like at the end of the day, if you're gonna talk about practicality and of course it would be Miss Universe, no question.
Yeah, that's good. Well, the fans will be very happy that you said that, and we'll never know what will happen afterwards. So, Jamie, thank you so much. Do you have any short message to your fans or your followers, like, been loyal to you ever since the beginning? That has been like 8 years ago, and you're still very well loved by people, and they still remember you up until this day.
Aww. Well, I want to say thank you to all of them for always supporting me ever since Miss Earth. Even some of them when I competed in Miss Philippines or even before Miss Philippines.
Yeah.
They've always been supporting me, and it really means a lot. And I just want to throw it out there. I'm kind of sorry if I don't sometimes answer messages because I'm pretty slow on social media. I feel like I need to say this. Because it doesn't mean that I'm a snob or I don't love you guys. I love you guys. It's just I'm just really slow at messaging. Like, I don't know if a lot of people can relate.
You.
I'm usually not on my phone. I try
Yeah,
to
yeah.
avoid. I think this pandemic has made me. I think this is the most I've ever looked at my phone since the pandemic. Because what else are you gonna do except watch TV? But
Right.
yeah, I just want to say thank you for your support and your love, and thank you for still supporting me despite me not communicating right away. And yeah, that's just practically it. It means a lot. It really
Yeah.
means a lot.
Yeah, and it means a lot to me too that you grace our vlog. And yeah, I do get you, Jamie, because like right now that I'm doing this pageant vlog, like my DMs are just nonstop. And like sometimes it gets into your head sometimes, like you cannot work because a lot of DMs and I
Yeah.
really now I could now feel your position being a real public figure. Not that I wasn't before, but right now when you're into this in this industry where fans are just really into pageantry and they would message you and stuff like that. It's really nonstop. So yeah, Jamie, thank you so much. I hope
Thank you for
I
having
hope
me.
after this interview we could finally meet. That was like what 3-4 years now, and we haven't had any kind of like travel. We didn't do it again, and we missed Mommy Bri.
I know.
Diba? And our last trip was in ano pa in South Cotabato when we did the mutya ng South
I
Cotabato.
know that was so much
Fun.
fun.
I know.
It was so crazy.
I
We were
know.
there for like what, a day or
A
something, and
day,
then
and
we
if
were right back.
I know if not for the terrorist threats, we would have stayed for 2 days. No?
Bye.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you so much, and make sure to watch out for the Miss Earth Philippines pageant on August 8th, 2021. And yeah, bye everyone.